More aid needed as famine is declared in Somalia. On Wednesday, July 20th, the United Nations officially declared 2 areas in southern Somalia as famine-stricken after prolonged drought and conflict left 3.7 million people, nearly half the country's population, in dire need of humanitarian assistance. UN Humanitarian Coordinator for Somalia, Mark Bowden, warned that without immediate aid of at least $300 million, famine in the Bakool and Lower Shabelle regions could spread throughout all of southern Somalia within 2 months. According to UN aid workers, over 30% of children are estimated to be acutely malnourished, with the majority of the tens of thousands of Somalis who have lost their lives to malnutrition and related problems in recent months also being children. In addition, with more than 11 million people across the drought-stricken Horn of Africa countries in urgent need of food, UN Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon called on the international community for $1.6 billion in humanitarian assistance to provide food, water, shelter and medical care. He said, "We agreed we must do everything we can to prevent this crisis deepening. The human cost is catastrophic. We cannot afford to wait."
As of the beginning of this week, approximately $835 million in donations had been received. In a single 24-hour period, individual Britons had contributed £4 million, adding to the £20 million already donated by the UK. Meanwhile, the US also pledged $28 million, along with the $431 million in emergency assistance provided so far this year. Switzerland's humanitarian aid of the Confederation increased its aid by $5.5 million, while the Australian government donated an additional $32 million. At the instruction of United Arab Emirates President, His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the Red Crescent is also set to carry out urgent relief operations.
Upon first hearing of the devastating conditions in the Horn of Africa earlier in July, Supreme Master Ching Hai pledged $100,000 each to save the children, Oxfam and the Red Cross, for a total of $300,000 in emergency aid for the crisis in the Horn of Africa, saying that she was doing so with love and gratitude for these noble organizations' compassionate works. Our gratefulness, United Nations and all governments, organizations and individuals working to alleviate the suffering of the African people, as we also thank Supreme Master Ching Hai for her compassionate assistance. May heaven protect all the drought-afflicted people as we pray for the blessing of rain and renew our own efforts of care to restore the balance of our delicate planet.
Supreme Master Ching Hai wants to convey this message of gratitude to all governments, organizations and relief workers from every corner of the world. Thank you all the international and national help that brings care and necessities to afflicted victims. Thank you all the relief workers for taking time and forsaking your own comfort, even travelling great distance on unfavourable roads and conditions to bring love and assistance to people in time of need. May heaven bless you abundantly for your generosity and noble sacrifice.